Yeah, so I've got a lot out of this project on various different levels. So I suppose number one is learning about different places. I've learnt so much. I had no knowledge or very little knowledge about Armenia, about Pakistan, about Poland, and yeah, all these borderlands as well. So what I've learnt has been an enormous, of enormous benefit, and that will serve me well in my academic career, help my students, etc., etc. But I think probably another aspect is the personal aspect, because it's been such an enriching project in terms of the wonderful people who are part of this project. And because you're on secondments, and I've been lucky enough to benefit, I've been to every place that you can go for secondments. So I've been to Armenia, Poland, Pakistan and Lithuania, spent a month in each. Yeah, it's just been extraordinary to spend time with people, to get to know people who I will continue collaborating with. And yeah, learning from them, really, really, lots of different perspectives. There's lots of things we absolutely don't agree on, but that's great too. It's just, really, really, really beneficial, yeah. So I coordinated it for a very short period of time. It was just a matter of months, really. When David left Bath, and then I left Bath after that, and passed it on to Sophie, who was fantastic. The challenges, goodness me, there were challenges that it didn't even think of, you know. Pakistan not recognising Armenia as a state, for example. So those secondments couldn't happen, and that was very much at the fore when I was the coordinator of the project too, because we were trying to work all those things out. The pandemic was just put a stop to all our operations. And there's always the worry, because it's a secondment base, people have got to travel, that's not going to happen. That people on the other side, when we came out of the pandemic, if we're out of the pandemic, but when we were able to travel again, that people wouldn't want to travel, that wouldn't happen. So yeah, that was nerve-wracking. But now, I think, and particularly now at the final conference, listening to these papers, this has happened before on a project. You're part of the project, you're doing your work, you're meeting these brilliant people, learning about lots of amazing things, but it becomes this is what you know, this is quite normal. And then hearing these papers now, there's so much work, so much work. There's so many findings that we're going to do this edited volume, which is great, but we've got the material for much, much more. So there have definitely been challenges. There's also been the challenge of the theoretical challenge with agonistic memory, which it's really interesting to be at the final conference, because lots of people at the beginning of this project were not prepared to even discuss agonistic memory or agonism. And now we've laughed a lot about that, we've argued a lot about that during the project, but I think now people who I didn't think would necessarily engage with those ideas are engaging with them, and that's brilliant. Yeah, it couldn't be better, really.